guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Emily and today we are doing something very fun, which is packing for Walt Disney World for the Run Disney Dopey challenge. This video we're doing a pack and prep, meaning we're going to need to run some errands, and of course that is going to include the one and only Target. So today we are going to run in there and grab a few of our travel essentials. So come on in with me and grab a few last minute items. Okay, mission accomplished. I don't know why I was so surprised that it was absolutely packed in the middle of the day on a Saturday. But we got it done, we got what we needed to, so let's go home and start putting things into bags. I just can't believe that it's time. It's time to start packing for Dopey. Hi, welcome back. It's actually the next day, but we had a very successful trip to Target yesterday, and we will be going through those items once we get into that section of the packing list. But right now, what we're gonna do is actually go through our packing list and then start to get things organized and start putting things into bags. Okay, we have actually migrated over to the guest bedroom, which I have set up as my packing room to make sure I can get everything laid out and ready to go. But let's start with our running costumes. I won't be trying these on for you guys just because I want you to get the full effect when I'm fully dressed and ready to go for each race. So I just have these laid out, and to briefly explain the concept for you, I am not someone who is good at crafting or who feels comfortable running in large costumes. So for each race, I'm bounding as that character running. So let's go ahead and flip you around and show you what we're working with here. The 5K is a Pluto themed race. So we are doing Pluto with a cute pair of black ears. I've kind of fashioned, and this is like the most crafting I'm able to do. I just have a little choker of his dog tag. Then we have a yellow sports bra. This is a high impact sports bra. I'm someone who's larger chested, and I have gone through many high impact sports bras to find the one that works best for me. So I actually have this particular sports bra in many colors. So for Pluto, we have yellow. Then we have this long sleeve mesh top. It is kind of sheer, so you can see the sports bra through it. And then a simple pair of black athletic shorts. So that is what we are working with for 5K. The 10K is inspired by Chip and Dale, and I'm kind of going for a Chip from Rescue Rangers look. So we have a simple pair of black biker shorts, Then that same sports bra, but in brown. Then Chip wears a little jacket, and I actually found this one at Goodwill. I know it's going to be a little bit warmer, but we should be able to finish the 10K in about an hour or so. So I think we'll be okay at 5 a.m. in this jacket. And then, of course, his fedora. So that is our full 10K look. Then moving on to the half marathon. The icons are Donald and Daisy, so we're going to be doing a little Daisy runs looking fit. Head to toe, we have a little bow headband. We also have a white feather boa. I'm not quite sure how we're going to work this in yet. I'm not going to pull it out of the bag because it has been shedding everywhere. Anyway, then we have a purple sports bra. This isn't the same style, but this is also a pretty high impact, good for running sports bra. The color looks a little bit off in this light, but trust, it's purple. Then we have another sheer top. I actually wore this top during the Wine and Dine half marathon. It's super cute. It's from PopFlex, and it actually ties into a bow. It's actually pretty convertible. You can wear it forwards or backwards. It's really cute. Can't wait to show you the full look on half marathon day. We also have a pair of white gloves. And for the bottoms, we have another PopFlex item. This is the Twirl Skirt, and in, I think it's called butter yellow. But again, these have the built-in shorts with pockets. So these have been great for running. And lastly, the full marathon, the big kahuna. The icons are Mickey and Minnie, but I actually ran the full marathon last year and kind of bounded as Mickey. And as we're doing the Dopey challenge, of course, we have to bound as Dopey. So I'll actually be wearing, oh no, this jeweled headband. Then we have the same sports bra that I have in every other color, but in black. Then this shimmery sheer long sleeve top. We have this jeweled belt. I'm not sure if this is going to make the cut or not, but the idea is there, and we'll see if we can work it in. I haven't practiced running in it, so who knows. Then I actually have this Dopey inspired skirt, which I think is just so cute. This is from, I think, Paparazzi Skirts on Etsy. It's really cute, great athletic material with the belt, and there's actually a built-in pocket in the back, so that's great. And underneath, we'll just be wearing a simple pair of black biker shorts, and these do have pockets built in, so we'll have plenty of storage for goose, phone, all that good stuff. So yeah, that is what we are working with for our Run Disney costumes for each race. So let's go ahead and get these packed up, and then we'll move on to some park outfits. And I'll also show you what I'll be wearing or plan to wear on the airplane and to the expo. Okay, so I've actually changed my mind about the structure of the video. What I would prefer to do is show you the rest of what is going into my carry-on bag before we move into the checked luggage. You know what I mean? So the stuff that I need left in my carry-on is going to be the remainder of my running essentials. So let me quickly go through what is going into that bag. These are all my packs of nutrition that I'm going to need per race. So unfortunately, all of your gels do count towards your liquid allowance on a checked bag or in a checked bag. So unfortunately, this will be going into my checked luggage. But what I can tell you briefly is that I've separated into a gallon Ziploc bag what I will need for each race distance. So for example, the 5K, I have 2 gels, 1 liquid IV, and 1 Honey Stinger waffle. Honey Stinger and the liquid IV I will be consuming while we wait to start and in the corral. pretty much the same across the board. It just increases as the race distance increases. So we've got pretty much the same thing in our 10K bag. We just have 3 honey stingers, 1 liquid IV, 1 honey stinger waffle. We've got like double the amount of gels for the half marathon, double that again for the full marathon, for like a total of 13 gels, a liquid IV, 2 honey stinger waffles, and our liquid IV for the crowd. So like I said, these will be going into our checked bag just because we don't want TSA to snatch these up. But what we've got in here, like we mentioned before, are bib boards. These are wonderful if you do not want to poke holes into your clothing items. These are from the bib boards website, and these are super cute. They say, "I run the world." I don't know if that will focus for you, but I run the world, and they have the park icons on them. We have 2 pairs of Gooder sunglasses. These are great for physical activity just because they are anti-slip. So if you're sweating, they're not going to slip and fall off your face. So we do have 2 really cute pairs here. These were the original pair that I bought first. These are aviator style, and the name of these has something to do with Amelia Earhart. And the second pair that we have are brand new that I got for Christmas, and I think these are going to be great for Dopey because they're purple. How cute are these? So I really should only need sunglasses for the half marathon and the full marathon, but again, definitely a must. We also have our Gym Boss. Like I said, this is my interval timer. I do participate in the run walk method. Anything longer than a 10K, I really need walk breaks. So this helps me keep track of when to run, when to walk. Continuing with running belts, this is the bigger one that I have. It's just from Target, but it actually has 2 pockets. So I can normally shove 3 to 4 gels in the smaller one. And then this bigger one can fit your phone and a trillion other things if you need to. And then lastly is my running vest. This one is exclusively for the marathon. I don't really like to wear running vests. I think they're too bulky, but when it comes to a marathon distance, I need a lot of food. Your girl gets hungry. This is actually a vest meant for hydration, so you can fit a Camelback in here. This is the brand, but I hate running with water. I don't like to hold a water bottle. I don't like it at my hip. I don't like it on my back. So this just turns into an extra large pocket, more or less. So I'll be bringing with me some Uncrustables, my honey stinger waffles, more than a dozen gels. So we've got a couple of pockets up in the front and then that big one in the back. So plenty of stuff, plenty of space to store whatever you need that you take with you during the marathon. Mega Babe is my body glide. This is great for areas that you may chafe. I have never personally chafed anywhere, and maybe it's because of this. I don't know. But it's definitely preventative, so I put this on no matter what. It is going to be hot, maybe humid, so Body Glide is a must pack on my list. Or what is this? Mega Babe? Sorry. It's Body Glide, Mega Babe, same thing to me. That's a story for another time. Moving on, we have Kleenex. I'm still getting over a semi-cold that I had this past week. Still kind of have a bit of congestion going on, but I like to have Kleenex with me regardless. If you've ever run a race before, you'll know that you're likely going to have to stop at a porta potty at one point or another. And what do you do if they have no toilet paper? This is going to save your life. So this is a 3-pack of 10-ply tissue each. Regardless of racing or not, Kleenex is great to travel with. So yeah, I always grab a few sheets. I'll probably just put the whole 10-pack in my running vest, running belt, and have these with me in case of emergency. All right, hot hands. I already explained this. I get very cold extremities. It's likely not going to be that cold this weekend, but I'm just going to bring these because reading the forecast and experiencing the forecast are two different things. So I would say odds are I'm going to feel colder than it is. So I'm bringing some of these. Then we also have our Mylar ponchos. These are a twofer because if for whatever reason it does decide to rain, not only are these going to keep you warm with the Mylar, but it gives you some rain cover as well. Run Disney normally does a great job of handing out free Mylar blankets at the end of a race. But again, given the weather forecast for the weekend, we're more likely to get like cold towels than Mylar blankets. So bringing both of these, and I think I have some other plain Mylar blankets that I'm going to snag too before I go. Okay, another preventative thing. Moleskin. Have you ever gotten a blister on your feet? I've never gotten them like on the back of my ankles just because I normally wear like ankle high socks or crew socks. So this is not normally an issue for me, but I do tend to blister like between my toes. So to prevent blistering, you're going to want to put moleskin on before you even run the race. Do it before it even happens. I'm thinking about putting them in between my toes before we get going. So bringing some moleskin. And then if you do get a blister, what you would want to use are these corn cushions. So this is going to put a barrier between your blister and any clothing item that you have to prevent further blistering. It does then keep it open and give it air, or you can put a Band-Aid on top of this. But you know how those Band-Aids are, they tend to come off when you're sweating. So there's a car driving by. He's like looking, hello? And you're making my lighting weird, bro. Move along. Anyway. Yeah, so you can put a Band-Aid over the corn blister and it will kind of prevent that blister from getting worse. I have a knee brace. I do have previous knee injury from a ski accident, oh my gosh, more than 10 years ago now, but it likes to rear its ugly head whenever I decide to do something fun. So I'm gonna bring this. I actually needed this. This saved my life during last year's marathon. Thank goodness I decided to bring it with me and put it in that running vest because I don't think I would have made it to the finish line without it. So we're bringing this guy just in case. It may even come with me during the marathon. Who knows? Okay, foam rollers. I do not have a traditional foam roller. However, this one has been working for me time and time again. It is called the Worm. And it comes with this really nice travel satchel, whatever. But it's like 4 balls. But these are really, really nice for your feet. And you can still use this on your legs, your arms, your back. And it's just a perfect travel size. It's so small and compact, but really, really gets the job done. And lastly, we have some fun things. We have some glitter freckles. I don't know if I'm going to be wearing these or not, but they're nice to have. This is my face glitter. I believe it is, let's see. Yeah, it is ColourPop. Glitterly Obsessed Glitter Gel. So this typically just goes on the side of my face. I'm going to wear this during the Expo too, so you'll get to see it then. And I did wear this during Wine and Dine in 2025. So this is my favorite. And lastly is my glitter palette. So this eyeshadow palette I learned about through Running and Makeup. I think she put it on her Instagram stories a while back, but it was an immediate purchase for me. It's called the United States of Glitter, and has literally every color glitter you could possibly want. Like, what's missing? Nothing. So I will be using this every day during Marathon Weekend. I think that does it for race gear. Trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think so. So let's put this all back in this bag and put it in the carry-on, and then we can move on to our checked bag. Okay, all race costumes and accessories have been packed into my carry-on, aside from this hat. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But one thing I forgot to mention is that it is very important that all of your necessary items for race day go in your carry-on suitcase. God forbid an airline loses your luggage along with your race day shoes, race costumes, race day essentials. That would just be terrible, terrible news. So all costumes and everything have gone into this suitcase. Another thing, I am bringing 2 pairs of shoes for Dopey. I will be switching off between these two day to day. Because of the size of my carry-on, only one of these shoes is going to fit into my carry-on. So what we're going to end up doing is actually wearing a pair to the airport. This is not something I would prefer to do, but it's just going to be the way that it is. So yeah, also we're going to throw in the carry-on a pair of pajamas, 1 extra outfit potentially, and some extra undies. So let's finish putting this together, and then we can move on to our checked bag. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to non-race outfits. So this is the sweatshirt that I have worn to every Run Disney event. It's super cute. It's from Etsy. I will have to find out who made it, but I've literally worn it so many times to pretty much every expo. But this year we got an upgrade. We have upgraded to a Run Dopey sweatshirt. How cute is he? Look at his little nose. But I love the green and the purple, so we are just going to wear this with a pair of Fabletics sweatpants. These are also a light purple, and wearing 1 pair of our race day shoes. This will just be for the airport, and then let me show you my purse. This is the cutest belt bag from a small shop called Even More Magic. Has all the race distances on there, plus the Dopey challenge and Dopey himself. So this is really just going to complete the outfit. Sorry, let me pan up there. So yeah, just comfy, cozy, maybe try and take a nap while on the plane. So we have a very early flight on Wednesday, and we will head straight to the expo. So I'm going to do a quick, tiny outfit change for the expo itself. So very small adjustment. Once we get to Florida, we'll just slip into these shorts for... So very small adjustment. Once we get to Florida, we'll just slip into these shorts version of sweatpants. I actually picked these up yesterday from Target. They are the JoyLab brand, but yeah, it will be warm, so we're just going to be comfortable and athletic. And yeah, this will be our little expo fit. Okay, so this is the outfit that I'm going to pack as the extra in my carry-on bag, because after we finish up at the expo, we are going to be going to Hollywood Studios. And really for this whole trip, we are going for a more athletic vibe. So what we will end up wearing are these New Balance shoes, which are my favorite park shoe at the moment. I do not know what style they are, but I just love a white shoe of some sort. Then we have these shorts from Target. Again, this is the JoyLab brand, but they're super cute. They fold over the top, so they're really cute with a crop top or what have you. This shirt is actually from Target as well. Really, really soft, and I love the color. This belt bag is also from Even More Magic, and it is her Marathon Weekend bag. So if you can see the details on there, it does have all the park icons along with running Mickey and Minnie. We have, let's see, who else? Running Donald and Daisy, Chip and Dale make an appearance. Dopey is on there. It's really got all the characters who are represented on a Marathon Weekend. So this will be the bag. And then these are my favorite pair of ears that I have right now. I've been wearing them a lot recently, but I think the polka dots go really well with the characters on the t-shirt. So I'm going to throw this into my carry-on bag, and this will be the second outfit change of the day once we finish up at the Expo and head to one of the parks. So from here, there aren't many outfits that I tend to bring, just because my plan is to wear each of the race day shirts with some of the shorts that I'll show you that I'm bringing with me to the parks after the races each day. But I did want to quickly show you this t-shirt that I got from Magical Castle Embroidery. She has these super, super cute designs. I think these are her storybook collection, but this one is specifically the Dopey Challenge shirt. So it's got a really cute purple and green sneaker, Dopey's outfit, his hat, and then of course the 48.6. So at some point I will be wearing this shirt. I'm just not sure at what point that will be. But I've got plenty of different shorts I can wear with it. We can dress it up, make it cute. And I always tend to look like a walking advertisement for Run Disney with some of the merch that I hope to purchase while I'm there. So fingers crossed that their Dopey stuff is super cute this year. Really looking forward to that. So here in a second, I will show you some of the additional shorts and t-shirts that I'm going to bring with me to kind of mix and match with the race day shirts that we get at the Expo. Okay, so here is what we are working with. Here is our travel day / expo outfit. Here's our after. Okay, so here is what we are working with. Here is our travel day / expo outfit. Here's our after expo theme park outfit. Here are the couple of shirts that I'm bringing with me. Both of these are actually from Magical Castle Embroidery. Here's our Dopey and Every Mile is Magic. This one is just really fun. It is really bright, not typically in my color scheme, but who knows? Having extra shirt can never hurt. Here's where it gets a little wild. I'm bringing a lot of shorts. This is just a plain black biker short. Here's a green in case we get a fun Dopey, a cute purple in case we get something Dopey. I'm bringing my black pirouette skirt from Popflex. I have my Lululemon Disney collab shorts. I got these super cute like tortoiseshell design shorts from Dick's Sporting Goods recently for Christmas. I think they're super cute. And then these are like a smoky kind of camo black short. So any of these can be mixed and matched with any of the shirts that we get from the race distances. So lots of options to work with there. I also will be bringing my Run Disney sweatshirt. It is supposed to get a little bit cooler moving into Monday and Tuesday, so that might come in handy. And then we are bringing a few pairs of long pants as well. So these are the Old Navy wide leg cargo pants. I have just a plain pair of black leggings. These are actually from Halara. They're really cute. I've worn them in the past, but just a nice, easy, breezy. And then my Lululemon Disney collab leggings. So all of this is coming with me in the checked bag. So we're making pretty good progress here. Let's go ahead and start packing that up, and then we can grab more of our accessories, travel essentials, and toiletries. Okay, we are back in the library to discuss our final two categories, which are Disney essentials and travel essentials. So I'm going to start by showing you something that I got for my birthday and tell you a quick little story. This is my first ever Loungefly backpack. I've never been a Loungefly girly before, but this can hold so much stuff. So I'm thinking it's going to be really, really good specifically for Metal Monday when I'm going to be going to Magic Kingdom with 6 medals. That's going to be heavy. So this guy is definitely coming with me. And if you can see, all of the 7 dwarves are represented on this Loungefly. And on my very first trip to Walt Disney World, my entire extended family went. It was aunts and uncles, my grandmother was there, my parents, my sister, and me. And I believe I was about, I want to say 3 or 4 years old. And my aunt said that she would get me a souvenir. And what did I pick out? The 7 dwarves. And by that, I mean I had to have each and every one of them. I needed Happy, I needed Doc, I needed Sleepy, Sneezy, you count them, all 7. And I carried them around with me forever, and I called them my hi-hos because Snow White was my favorite princess. I had a Snow White dress, I'll insert a picture here, that I demanded to wear to preschool every single day because she was my favorite. And so I could dress up like Snow White and carry around my hi-hos with me. So now as an adult, I can do the exact same thing by carrying everything in my hi-ho bag. How cute. So yeah, I'm very excited to get to use this, and super big thank you to my mom and dad for this gift. She's gonna make a great addition to our Disney trip, especially this upcoming trip. So from there, let's go ahead and talk about my other Disney essentials and kind of pull out my park bag, things that I don't really take out between trips that I know I'll be bringing with me. So first we have my trading pins. I do have this mini portfolio pin folio show, and I have some of the pins that I am not looking to trade in here. So look, there's Dopey and Pluto. So I'm definitely going to be reorganizing these and like moving my Magical Marksman and my popcorn buckets over into this pad. So we have plenty of space for trades and new purchases. So trading pins, got those. I'm also going to be bringing my disposable Kodak camera. Like I said last time, I have 12 more pictures to take on here. So hopefully we can grab a couple of snapshots this trip. And I also have my fuel rod. As I have explained in the past, these are great for Disney theme parks. They do hold about 1 full charge for your iPhone, and once it's dead, you can go to one of the stations in any of the theme parks, Disney Springs, and I believe some of the resorts, and you can exchange it for another fully charged one. So it's almost like a never-ending portable charger. So not only will this be coming with me to the theme parks, but I will also be bringing this on my runs with me. I don't think my phone will die, but you never know. And how are you supposed to reunite with your family if you can't get in contact with them afterwards? Moving on, we have some liquid IVs. We're already bringing a ton of those. Actually, this is another essential item that I bring with me every single time. This clips to your bag, and you can put your ears through here. Let me show you. You simply slide the headband and the ears through the opening, and then use this adjustable pull to make sure it's secure and they're not going anywhere. If you have to take your ears off because they're giving you a headache or for a thrilling ride, this is the answer. So this is coming with me. This is the only other pair of ears that I'm going to be bringing with me on this trip. Let me just take this off while we're chatting. I have another color ribbon to add to these, just depending on the outfit, or they simply come off and then they're just your plain black sequin Mickey ears. So these are really cute. These are a staple for me. I bring these every single time, and they always go with at least one outfit that I'm bringing. Let's just go ahead and wear them, shall we? I actually wore these during my marathon last year. They made it 26.2 miles, and they didn't give me a headache. Okay, what else? Oh, reusable straws. I got these off of Amazon. They came in a pack of, I want to say 12, maybe even more than that. But I always grab a few different colors, specifically ones that go with my coffee koozies. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to look up the names of these small shops. I know one of them, but not the other. This one I think is just so girly and sweet. It's got the castle with some ribbons, floral, butterflies, little Mickey heads. Really, really pretty. This will go great with any of these colors, purple, yellow, or pink. So this is a larger one. So this typically does fit like the shaken Jamaican size. And with the weather reaching the mid 80s this weekend, I absolutely will be getting iced coffee. So we have that one. And then this one is by 13 Wishes, and it's Sorcerer Mickey. How pretty. We've got the hat, we've got the broomstick. It's just really, really pretty. So I think yellow will be the one for the Sorcerer Mickey. This one is the smaller size, but again, still fits like a grande and a tall. So we're bringing both of these with us this time, along with our reusable straws. What else we got? Okay, my travel medal holder. Oh, I am so bad about getting the names of these small shops, but I promise I will find them. I will look up my my transaction history and figure out where this came from. I know it is from Etsy. This one is not quite big enough. She does make some for 6+ medals. This one has 4 slots, but it's a really pretty fabric, just very quintessential Disney, and has 4 slots for 4 medals. So I am gonna have to wrap 2 of mine in something additional to make sure they're not rubbing up against each other. But you just put them in here and use the band to make sure that they are secure. Okay, up next we have our Park Pals, which I still prefer the Nuimos. I know they're still trying to push the wishables on us. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I think I'll continue to buy more off of eBay if there is a character that I really, really need. But I think I have the staples, so I always bring Mickey. Mickey is always coming with me. He's just so cute and I love him. I'm also bringing Donald, and then I'm going to bring my plush keychain of Pluto. So really the only icon that I'm missing for this race day weekend is Chippendale, and then they didn't make a Dopey one. So yeah, we have one for each day. Mickey will sub in if he needs to, but that was loud and annoying. These are the Park Pals that are coming with me, and they're really simple to add to your bag. You just use a hair elastic, and you'll place it around their arm, over their back. You'll put your Nuimo in front of the strap, bring the elastic behind the strap, and then put the other side of the elastic around his armpit like a backpack, and there you go. Now he's ready to come with you to the parks. So cutie. Okay, I think that is everything Disney that we needed. I think lastly, what I had on my list that I haven't yet grabbed is a folder. So I'm gonna throw my bibs in here. I also did bring some sheet protectors. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this or not, but I've heard this is something you can do to protect your bibs for inclement weather, especially if you're wearing them multiple days like we do for Dopey. You just slip your bib in there and then you can wear it on the front of your costume. I don't think that's gonna be necessary this weekend, but we're bringing them just in case. So there's our folder. And from here, let's go ahead and move on to our travel essentials. So some of these things I actually did not notate in my list, but I found while I was gathering these things. So the first thing I want to show you is this collapsible laundry hamper. We brought this on our extended cruise this year, and it was a game changer, truly. Once you've worn something and you know you're not going to wear it again, it really helped keep our cabin clean, and I want to do the same thing this weekend. Just separate out all the sweaty clothes from my clean ones, and it just makes your room so much neater. I'm a person who hates clutter, and that applies to hotel rooms as well. So we're gonna bring this laundry hamper with us. We have the space, so why the heck not? Then this is my little white noise machine. It's super nice. It holds a charge for a really long time, so it will continue to stay charged overnight for you, even multiple nights. There are different sound settings, so there is more than just white noise. You have rainfall, you have the rainforest, you have ocean waves, but look how tiny it is, just like compared to my hand. It's so little. So this is really great. Again, a game changer to my travel needs this year. So again, that one is coming with us. I'm so disorganized. I'm also going to bring this miniature travel size first aid kit. It just has things like band-aids, safety pins, alcohol swabs. Really any last minute emergency thing is going to be in here for you. Cotton balls, athletic tape, yeah, sterile alcohol pads. So I've never had to use it, thankfully, but it's going to come with just in case. You never know. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do here is show you some of the travel essentials that I ended up picking up at Target yesterday. First on the list is these Travel on the Go Guru Nanda disposable toothbrush. I like to brush my teeth throughout the day, and normally I get, I think it's Colgate, maybe it's Crest, those little disposable toothbrushes, but I found these in the travel section and picked them up because I like to give my teeth a little brush in the middle of the day, especially when I'm at a theme park eating a bunch of sweets and theme park snacks. So I'm super glad that I found these, and yeah, I think these are going to be a great addition to throw into the park bag. We've got some makeup remover wipes. We've got some Cottonelle flushable wipes. If you know, you know. And then I actually got this at the Habitat for Humanity Reese store. It was on sale for $5, but it's a travel size. It's a travel size self tanner and like face mist that comes with a glove. How cute is this? I've definitely used this brand in the past, and your girl is fair skinned. I will definitely be applying some self tanner before I leave, and there's nothing worse than slowly losing your tan throughout a trip. So I think this is going to be amazing to have. Make sure my legs don't look pasty white during the marathon. And yeah, I was really excited for this find. I'm not sure how much these go for, but $5 felt like a deal. Next up, we have a brand new thing of Purell. This one's my favorite. I don't know why. I don't really like the scented ones. It makes me feel like they're not doing their job. So this one keeps my hands soft and smells like it's actually working. It probably means it's toxic or something, but yeah, this has been my favorite for a while. We have Method Body Wash. This is the one I use at home. So finding it in travel size was a nice surprise. So I'm glad we found that. Then we have Pantene shampoo and conditioner. I don't have a sensitive scalp or sensitive hair or anything like that, so I'm typically fine when it comes to using something different when I travel. So just picked up some of those. We picked up some Colgate travel size toothpaste. Picked up the Neutrogena pink grapefruit foaming scrub. This is also the one I use at home, so very nice to find in travel size. Oh, and this is the Neutrogena water cream. Also, one that I use on a daily basis, but we found it in a travel size. I know it's super tiny and it was $10, but it's so cute. I know it's super tiny, but like this is just the amount I would need to travel with. So super excited to find this guy. Then we grabbed some hairspray. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with my hair for each of these races, but I felt like having hairspray couldn't be a bad thing. What else? Oh, I did pick up some new mascara, and I did get waterproof. I don't know how much I'm going to be sweating, but I do not want to sweat off my mascara, so grabbed the waterproof version. And last but not least, I do want to show you my brand new personal item. I know I've been faithful to that backpack that I brought with me to Orlando last month, but I got this one from Dick's Sporting Goods for Christmas / my birthday, and I'm just in love with it. I wear a lot of black, if you can't tell by my current attire, but this black, I think the brand is Kalia, and it's got this like woven pattern, if you can see, but it's a really great size. Inside it has lots of pockets, and then in the back this can either be a pocket or you can unzip it and you can slide it through your luggage. How cute. So I'm super excited. We're gonna add Mickey to it right now so we don't forget him. How cute is he? So once we get this all packed up, we are pretty much ready to go. Other than our last minute items like makeup, toothbrush, flat iron, I think we are pretty much ready for Dopey. I just want to thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you like and subscribe so you can continue to see all of the adventures that happen during the Dopey Challenge this upcoming weekend. See you in the next one.